The Western Pacific Railroad Museum has been working for a long time to get their WP060 number 165 restored, and they are getting very close. Last year, we had the privilege of talking with Roger Stabler and Chris Allen about the work being done. Here's part 1 of that interview.
Building a house that's taking his full time and really can't afford to be up here. So he asked me, he handed me some keys a year and a half ago and said, "It's your baby now, have fun with it." So, more keys. So, but he is still my technical advisor. We're on the phone quite often talking about which direction we want to go and what we want to do with certain components on the engine. And when his house is built, he did tell me he would come back and help me out and work on this engine again. This is a Western Pacific 165. This is an 060. It was built new in 1919 for the Bird-Eye Copper Canyon Railroad. And the WP acquired this engine in 1927, and it was then converted from coal to oil. It ran its life primarily in pictures I've seen as Portola, Stockton. The engine was then placed in the park at San Leandro, and when they built BART, they moved the engine then from the park at San Leandro to the fairgrounds in Pleasanton, and then I don't remember which year, but it moved to PLA at Niles to their collection. And it was a swap between the Western Pacific Railroad Museum and Niles Canyon Railway to bring the engine here. And we started this restoration in 2007, I believe. 6 or 7. We have stripped this engine down pretty much to the bare bones, and we have the tender is completed. The engine is about 90% complete now. We have a crew of guys that are doing the minor task of lapping all the valves in the cab. Most of the pipe that was under the jacket is rotten, and so all piping is having to be bent, formed, threaded new, which is just a time-consuming task. It's a jigsaw puzzle to figure out how the WP ran things, what they did with things. All of the firebox work has been completed. All the patches are in the barrel have been done. All the crown stays and rigid stays and the side sheets are done. We have some riveting to do, peening to do on some of the stays. One flexible to go in on the right-hand side. I'm in the process of rolling the rear tube sheet right now on the 2-inch. We brought our superheater flues over yesterday, and in August we'll roll those. Our clock will start in May of next year, and we hopefully have the engine in steam by August of next year. That is our goal. We have a blitz here twice a year where we try to get as many of our steam guys in here, the people that want to work on the engine in here, and hit it hard. And we're getting towards the tail end. Like I said, I hope to fire it next year if all works out. So we have people from all walks of life that help us with this engine. Many people have never been in a shop environment before in their life. And sometimes that's good, and some goes good, and sometimes it doesn't go so hot. But you know, we just push on and we go through it. You know, so
there's jobs for every level of person.
Yes, I've had people here. Their only job has been they've been needle scaling and priming material, but they're here every time to do it. They show up without being asked. They just show up and they drive right in and go right back to what they were doing before. So now we're doing the valve grinding and other things, and on the water steam valves. And a couple of the people doing it have never done this before, and one of them sat over here and ground that throttle for about 6 hours yesterday, and it's beautiful. It's ready to go back in there, but just had to show him how to do it, what I wanted to see out of it, and I'd go over and clean it and look at it after about every 4 or 5 times. He'd grind on it, and then, oh, needs some more, and he'd go back at it and do it some more. So, but we're getting there. So it's a great group of people that work on this. So
it's easy to see why they went to diesels.
Yeah. So the diesel guys in the shop, they've helped me out with moving this stuff around and helping me get things moved into position so that we're ready to go. And we have also supplied them with material because I have a surplus of some things, and so even if I brought something in for this and then it didn't get used, I'll just put it into the general population, so to speak, for the shop, so that it's available to the other departments to use the material if they need it. So it's a real sharing thing in here as far as that part goes.
That was part 1, and we have more coming. Make sure you're subscribed or you're joined to the Railroad Showcase RPO Facebook group to make sure you don't miss out on it.
Thanks for watching, and remember, keep your hand on the throttle and your eye on the rail.